Butcher, salutations, peace to the people. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to the family. I love y'all. Thank you for everybody coming in. Peace to all the messiahs. Let's go. The Messiah Code. Messiah Yeah. The Messiah Code. Yeah. Yeah. What up? Yeah. Yeah. The 131. I am Messiah. The mother and the son. I am Messiah. The kingdom will come. I am Messiah. They're waiting on the one. I am Messiah. I was on the riverbank, talking to the seas by the wayside. I'm talking about the internet, but the store's still on the waistline. I'm a fisherman, but I made Fisher a man. Yeah, ran to a Judas. Nigga act like he a friend. Walking on water, while your people down like Peter. You blowing on the trump. I flipped the coin, gave it to Caesar. Supplicating disciples, I never knew Luke or Mark. I was on a cloud, landing on Noah's Ark. The 131. I am Messiah. The mother and the son. I am Messiah. The kingdom will come. I am Messiah. They're waiting on the one. I am Messiah. Okay. Shout out to the family. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Hopefully y'all can hear me. How was my day? Thank you. Thank you for asking, Sister Dulcina. Thank you. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate that. Thank you for asking. Actually, my day is really, really, really great. It was really great. I got to get some rest today, to be honest. Let me keep it real. From me to you, I got to get some good rest today. So I think from time to time we all need a little bit of that in order to get our minds in a certain place. You know what I mean? So shout out. Thank you for asking. Today is a funny number. If you notice, I came in at 11:51 for a reason. I came in at 11:51. Today's date in the codex so happens to be 5/11, right? I came in at 11:51. I came in at 11:51. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Um, I came in at 11:51 today. All right. Today's date so happens to be 12 in the Gregorian calendar, 12/11/21, which is just a funny number if you look at it. All right. Now, thank you for everybody coming in picking numbers as well. I appreciate it. All right. So this number is important to us because it resonates with a certain
number in our codex, and that number is 1221 or 2112, however you want to put it. All right, it resonates with us. Okay, and this represents the canopy of the sky, what we know as the zodiac. All right, the 12 celestial abodes, or the 12 template designs of the messiahs. But that was the old regime. When we came into the new age, it actually represented um it was 31 different images or 31 different template designs of the Messiah. All right. But in the age that we came out of, which was Pisces, it was actually only 12 template designs. And those were regarded as zodiac signs. All right. So, but 112, 12, remember, we operate from the dot. Studying the codex or the what is considered to be the Messiah code, what you learn is that you operate from the dot. All right, that means you can see things in any particular manner. You can see it frontwards, backwards. You can see it up and down, left and right. Picture if you was in outer space. All right, if you was in outer space or something like that, then you would operate from a sphere of thought, and it wouldn't be no up or down, it wouldn't be no left or right. You would just move from the center position. All right. So that's what that's all about. And so far as interpreting things from the dot, when I say operating from the dot. All right. So and dots are also it's also phonetically we're talking about your thoughts. Thank you for everybody coming in. Please share the video. I appreciate it. All right. So tonight what we're going to talk about is is this number right here, this 12 number, this 1221 and 1121, or 12 11 21. I want to talk about um a couple things in regards to the Messiah code and how to navigate through reality utilizing um this doctrine, all right, of sort. All right. So it's now when I ask people this, I always ask people a question: how many degrees in a circle? Usually their answer is 360 degrees, because we were taught that it's 360 degrees in a circle. All right. But when you actually look at it, you have a point in the middle or a degree in the middle that people don't count, a center point that's in the middle of the circle. That is the degree, the extra degree that we count as completion of our circle. So it has a center point from where it operates or where it started. People wonder where the circle, like when you close a circle, a person would think in their mind, the hardest thing a person can think in their mind is, where did the circle start? All right, where did it begin? Okay. Now, in actuality, the circle began at the dot that's in the center, and then you began to draw out. All right, that's where the circle, every circle began. It began with the dot in the middle. So, affectionately, we connect that dot, and it represents the starting point of creation. All right, where we start at, which is your thoughts. Okay. Outside of that, everything is in manifestation. Thank you for everybody supporting the video. I appreciate everybody sharing as well. All right. So 1221 is an important time because usually, and this is a palindrome of 12, 11, 21. It's the same thing. It's a palindrome of that number. Usually what happens around that time of 1221, the world goes into a dark, or it's in its darkest hour. All right, what is considered to be the darkest hour. Okay, and this is your winter solstice, and this happens every year, just like you have a summer solstice, you have a winter solstice, but usually the winter solstice happens around 12/20, 12/21, 12/22, around these dates. All right, that's why again I say it's an important number. This is in reference to us going back into the darkness, or going back into a state of tranquility. All right. The darkness, it can mean two things, or a couple things, in rather. All right. Darkness, but one of the main things that we embrace, because I always tell people, um, connect up with more positive cognitions, uh, rather positive affirmations rather than negative cognitions. Meaning, negative cognitions is negative thinking. All right. We deal with positive affirmations, meaning to affirm something, meaning to bring something into existence. All right. By your affirmation. So that's very important. Okay. But the number one, when we talk about the number one deals with wholeness. All right. It doesn't deal with individuality. And when we talk about the number two, it actually represents ourself. Ourself. All right. Now you have two modes, which is positive and negative, or you got the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere of your brain. And that's one of the reasons why this is connected up with the number two. All right. Now, also we start off from the second beat. We start off from the second beat. Shout out, peace, Sister Jamila. Hopefully you feeling better. Hopefully you feeling a little bit better. All right. We start off from the second beat. All right, which is the letter B, and it deals with birth as well. It deals with bringing things into existence. A lot of the scriptures, they start off with B, even, or the second letter, which is beta. All right, second letter B. All right, like Bismillah, you say that with a B. And even, you know, the Bible starts with a B. Or when you talk about the beginning of the Bible, when it states Bara Sheaf Bara, like in the beginning God created, or or a creation after creation, because that wasn't the first things, or the first time things were created. Things were created many times, over and over and over again. So that's important to know. But the letter B, or the second principle, is very important, because that's what we resonate with reality. How we resonate with reality is with the second principle coming in at the second beat. All right. So you got 12, and then also 12 represented love, of course. It represented the letter L. Remember that. Now, I always bring y'all to something when I share with y'all um the energy of the letter L. Okay? The letter L is a very important letter. It's the 12th letter of the alphabet, all right? Or the 12th designation, but it also, like I said, it has a spiritual content as well, because if you go into the Arabic, it's called the lamet, the lam, lamet, the lam, lamet, all right? Also, when you say something with the letter L, you actually have to go to the highest point of your mouth. You have to go to the highest root. Love, 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 love. Your tongue goes to the heavens, or the zodiac, the canopy of your mouth, when you express any letter with the with L as the designated energy. So that's important to understand about this consonant or constellation. All right. I can say consonant when I talk about letters or vowels. All right, which basically is breath. The vowels are your breath. A, E, I, O, U. These are breaths. Your consonants connect up with the what is considered to be the constellations. All right. But all of this is important as well. It all has a symbolic meaning. All right. But going back to the 12th letter or the 12th designation as the letter L, the letter L, when you look at it in the English context, you see a 90-degree angle. All right. Which means to be upright or to be measured correctly, or all right, you see the L. A lot of times people utilize the square to measure and build various different things. All right. So the letter L is always important. Okay. And then we saying 11 is just going back to the Gregorian. And I know we just moved into another date of the Gregorian calendar, but we don't switch our dates until the sun rises. Okay. But the letter 11, it connects up with the kingdom, or what is considered to be the kingdom. All right, which is people people, resources, and property, in essence of what a kingdom is. But yeah, and then you go back to the number 12, so it's 12, 11, 12, and then as you follow those numbers, they go back and forth, back and forth. All right. We need to learn to see things from a perspective of forward, backwards, backwards, and forward. Because when you go through certain things in life, you're going to see things, the cycles, they come, how they come, they're going to come at you forwards, backwards, backwards, and forwards. And that's one of the main reasons of operating or navigating for what is considered to be the dot. All right. Now, everything is part of what is considered to be a codex in relation to life in general. Everything is part of what we consider to be a collective thought, or a reality that's set based upon a designated thought. All right, and this is also symbolic of what the dot means. Okay, now moving forward, when you see each and every letter that operates from the 1 and 31, okay, it's it has a personality of sort. Okay, if I ask y'all when is your birthday usually flows between, or it just flows between the 1 and 31 number. Okay, and each number has a personality trait that's designated in this reality. Okay, and through the battle of life, you know, the best thing I can tell y'all is to have a diary of sort, or to have a journal. You should have a dream journal, and you should have a living journal. All right, we're coming up to a new cycle, which is which happens to be January 1st or whatever. Now, even though we don't follow the Gregorian calendar, looking at the numbers, we follow the numbers. The numbers start over. Everyone is getting given a chance to start over in some sort of way. So utilize that maybe as a springboard to start your living journal. All right. You should have a journal for your dreams, and you should have a journal for everything that's going on in your life. So you can write down the important cycles when they're going and occurring in your life. Okay. And that's what these numbers all about as well. When you see each number, you write down a designated thought, how it affected you in your reality. And then from there, you can begin to see the cycles change over and over and over again. You begin to see things from on high. All right. You begin to see things from a higher perspective and understand that, you know, this is it's cycles going on, man. It's cycles. Go, matter of fact, if you on Facebook, go look at your timeline. If you look at your timeline on Facebook, when they keep on running back different things, like let's say your memories on your timeline, you'll find out that by it's not a coincidence that certain things are reoccurring over and over again. You like, Zag, man, how does this stuff keep on happening over and over again? Because we are in what is considered to be, the matrix, or also we, those that are freed from the matrix, we have come into the book. All right. Just like when you read in the Bible or the Quran and you see various different stories, these stories actually, they're about you, and they're ongoing cycles that happen over and over and over and again until you break the chain or break the link or break the loop and create something else. All right. So that's important to understand. All right. Just knowing about these things. All right. Now, I share with everyone a means. Let me see what you said. You said, I noticed that in my memories or similar things happened that day. Yo, you are right. Walaikum assalam, Rahman to Allah. Peace, Brad. Thank you for watching in the Facebook. Thank you for everybody in the YouTube. You're right, man. Like when you go look at your memories on Facebook, a lot of your memories, you be like, yo, man, why is this stuff happening over and over again? It doesn't make no sense. I'm telling you, it was a subject. It was a subject that I was talking about. I was just talking about a subject. And then I went to my memories 8 years ago. And my memories 8 years ago, I looked at my memories. They showed me my memories today. I was like, man, tag, man, I'm talking about the same things. It's crazy. That was just the craziest thing. 8 years ago, up until today, same things was going on, or the same energy came back and resonated. So I look at it like this way. I'm gonna keep it real. You know, we gotta, some cycles we do gotta break, but some cycles we gotta keep in motion. We gotta keep those cycles in motion in order to break some cycles, because everything moves in a circle of sort. You must become a straight line to become, turn that circle into a straight line, and then it'll become into another circle or another cycle. That's how I look at it. All right. But it's all connected. It all has some form of connection. All right. Now, when we was in room 112, or what we call the age of Pisces, think about this. We just came out of the age of Pisces. All right. The age of Pisces was all the numbers that flow between 1 and 12. 1 and 12, that was the age of Pisces. Okay. Now, y'all came into the 13, because the 13 and 11. Think about this. And breaking down this date, y'all was in Pisces, which is the 12th house. All right, the 12th house. Y'all came out of the Pisces into the 11th house, which so happens to be Aquarius. 12, 11. 12, 11. Now, a lot of y'all go back to the 12 because y'all don't want to embrace the new kingdom, which is the 11, or the new age. Okay, so y'all resonate or go back to what's familiar, which is an old regime, which is the Pisces. If you know, Pisces is the fish that goes into his mouth or goes into his tail. But I told y'all the real sign for Pisces is not the sign of the fish. It's actually the sign of the 2 feet. The 2 feet actually represent the Pisces. That's it. All right. But we can just run with whatever they served y'all with the symbolic meaning, just to connect the thought. All right, so we can follow the narrative of sort. All right, but we came out of Pisces into the new age. We came out of 12 into the 11th house. Excuse me. Now the 11th house became the number 13 as well. Now you might say, how is that? Because if you think about it this way, um the third air sign so happens to be what? Aquarius. You got Gemini, Libra, and then you got Aquarius, right? Gemini, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Okay, those are your three air signs. Okay, Aquarius so happens to be your third one, but it's the 11th house. So thus you got 131, 1, 3, and 1. One once again. All right, so that's a deep thing. Just seeing how it connects up. But I told y'all once we came into this to this new age, we came into what is considered to be this the body of the Messiah. All right, we came into what is considered the body of the Messiah. Each and every one of us are connected to this body. Each and every one of us has a position in this body, what is considered to be the Messiah. All right. And we form to connect one one realm of thought, which is the Savior, or what you consider to be the Messiah. All right. When you read the 141, when you read the 141, the 141 explains a lot of things. All right. But the main thing that I think people should be connected with is first thing to master is the 131 or the 131 memorandum. Okay. This gives an explanation of what the Messiah Code represents. It gives a brief explanation. Thank you for picking the number. Sweet eyes. Thank you for picking the number. I usually like to say a prayer before I pick a number. Let me say that. I usually say a prayer before I pick the number. I will honor you picking a number. Thank you. I will honor that. Let me just finish explaining what I'm explaining, and then I'll get you on a reading. Thank you, sweet eyes. I appreciate your presence. All right. But off the back, I can tell you the number 7 actually represents when you at your lowest point, you at your highest point. All right. I can tell you just a brief explanation. When you at your lowest point, you at your highest point. And maybe I'll pull up the seventh verse of maybe I'll pull up the seventh verse so we can connect the train of thought as well. All right. It says this. Wow. I mean, I'll put this in the comment section. But it says you are a Messiah. You are a Messiah type leader or savior of a particular group or cause. Never let anyone tell you different. That means you have to step up to the plate and be a leader. All right. That means you have to step up to the plate and be the leader. Wow, that's not easy, is it? Excuse me. Yeah, that's not easy. I know it isn't. All right. But let me say a little prayer because I do want to do a reading. I do want to do a couple readings. All right. I do want to share some thoughts with everyone. My son, thank you. All right. I'm going to share something with you, yo. Let me say a little prayer before I do it. All right. And I'm not going to get too deep on the prayer, but I do like to give reference before I tap into any type of reading. All right. But I'm gonna say thank you, Most High God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the things that are seen and unseen. Please grant me the power to be a medium for anyone or everyone that comes in with true intentions, with a true heart of choice for success, peace, and happiness, and sharing love with others. And I thank you for everything again that is conscious, unconscious, and all your heavenly names to say, or most of all your number, which is number one, or oneness, I say, or wholeness, I say, Amen, Amun, Amin, Shuawutalakum. All right. Like I said, I love to give reference before I do any readings. All right. I'll pick a card for you. What I'll do is I'll pick a card, Sister Sweet Eyes. If you still in here, if you still in a place to be, that's what's up. Amen. Thank you. Um, please shout out to the robots that's coming in my video as well. All right. You gotta watch robots that come in the video. It's actually artificial intelligence that come in the video. I'm gonna say please beware of these things. They're actually robots. Thank you, Ashe. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get rid of them for a minute, but you gotta watch the robots that come in. I'm gonna pick a card for you. Thank you, Sister Dulcina. I'm gonna pick a card for you. Okay. Now these cards, let me explain this to you, Queen, real quick. Let me explain this to you real quick. All right. These cards that I'm going to pick for you, um, these cards come from what is what we call the Your Rim through Mem. All right. This was an ancient system that the Hebrews used to, or what some people would consider to be the Hebrews, but I would say it's not even just Hebrews because it was other spiritual societies that utilize ways to divinate or talk to their ancestors or talk to their angels. All right, even in Islam, after prayer, after you make salat, you greet two angels that are on your shoulders, which gives reference to there are beings that are actually in our presence. There are beings that you cannot see, you cannot hear them, but you can feel them. All right? I need y'all to know that it's other ways that you can designate how you can see reality. You don't always have to hear, because some angels you don't see them. You can't see them. Some angels you can't hear them at all. Most of them you can't. But in actuality, you can feel them in most cases. All right? Hopefully you get that. So there is a divine presence around you and inside you all at the same time. All right? All at the same time, it's a divine presence. And what we're going to do is tap into that. All right? I got a series of cards here. Okay? I'm going to pick the seventh card that comes to mind. I'm going to shuffle the deck. Now, what's on these cards, I'm going to tell you, this isn't no tarot. This isn't a tarot card deck. Let me get this straight, Queen. Thank you. This is not a tarot card deck. Tarachi means foolishness. It's an Italian word for foolishness. All right. So, and what you will see on these cards are, you won't see no elaborate images where somebody has to draw it, or it was by Pamela Smith. And you will see, no, it's not. You're going to see hieroglyphic images that is on these cards. So anybody can draw these images. Anybody can write this stuff. Hieroglyphics means sacred glyphs. That's all it means. Sacred glyphs. When I say hieroglyphics, don't go romanticizing with Egypt all the time, because as Native Americans, or what you consider to be Aboriginals, we had hieroglyphics as well. All right. What you see on the top of the screen here is hieroglyphics. You understand, Queen? What you see on top of that screen right there is hieroglyphics. Some people can read what's on top of that screen. All right. So without further ado, thank you. Without further ado, I'm gonna share some thoughts with you. Okay. And I'm gonna pick the seventh card. Now look at this. I want you to think about your situation. Anybody else here, you can pick a number as well. All the people that are part of the Messiah Code movement that has the book, you know, I already expect everyone to create your own deck. You create your own deck. All right. You create your own deck and you divinate on your own time. It's 41 cards that you create. You have the book. Everyone here that has the book, if not, get on the email list. I'll send you the book. But the book is right there. In the book, the 141, you got the cards in here, man. The cards, you'll see the cards in there. You know what I'm saying? But it breaks down all these things. Thank you. Sister Jamila, for picking a number. I got you. I expect everyone to make their own card deck. That would be the smartest thing to do. Excuse me. 1 second. But you should do all this. You should be able to write these images down yourself. You should be able to write these images down. And as you write these images down, you can define the moment that's going on in your situation. All right. Okay. I just wanted to share. I would love to have a book. Well, make sure that you email the movement, Sister Sweet Eyes. I will love to share the book with you. Only thing you have to do is email the movement, and I'll make sure that you have one. All right. That's with all love. But without further ado, I want to give you a reading. All right. But I want to give you something when I do this reading for you, and anybody else here that's following the movement. Also, I'm gonna give you a reading as well, Sister Jamila, because I know you're going through situations. All right. I know you're going through a situation, so I wanna share some light with you in a little bit. All right. So, Sister Sweet Eyes, I'm picking the seventh card. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now, before I pull out this card, I want you to think about the situation. I want you to think about, don't ask me any questions. Just think about anything that you got going on in your mind that's filling your head or filling your emotions at this point. I want you to think about it. I want you to think about it. Whatever that's filling your mind to draw you or to bring you here at this moment. All right? And this is the card that you picked. This is called Gawu Reverse. All right? And I want you to hear me out. So it says this: without ears, hear me out. Without ears and eyes to see, you may fail to take advantage of the moment. The negative result is an opportunity missed or a weakening of your position. It may seem that your own strength is being used against you. For some, reverse this symbol will serve to alert, providing clues in the form of minor failures or disappointments. For those more deeply unconscious or aware, Gawu should provide an awakening. Reverse Gawu calls for you to think about your relationship with yourself. But take heart and consider the constant cycling of death and rebirth, the endless going and returning. Everything we experience has a beginning, a middle, and an end that is followed by a new beginning. Therefore, do not draw back from the passage into darkness. If you are in deep water, become a submarine. Sai, I got you. No problem. You pick 105. I got you. So when people pick a number over 31, what I do usually, thank no problem, sweet eyes. What I'm gonna do is, Queen, make sure that you subscribe to the Messiah Code on YouTube as well, and email. What I'll do is, um, I'll go to this in the book. This is in the book. See, this is in your book, Queen. If you had this book, you can go right here. You can go right here. That was the symbol you pulled, and that's what I was reading. All right. And if you need some deeper enlightenment on your reading, what I'll do, Queen, is I'll put it in the comment section for you so you can do it. You can study it for yourself and you can see where it applies in your life. All right? You can see where it applies in your life. All right? So, um thank you, Queen. Please study it. Please make sure that you email the movement. I'm going to put the I'll put that in the comment section for you. So you can email, so you can just be able to copy and paste it. But it's the Messiah Code 131 at gmail.com. All right. So we got Sai from the YouTube. Are you still in here? Or I don't know if I said your name right, but it's Sai or Sai or Sai. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time, Sai. I don't know how you pronounce that name, but hopefully I said it right. But if you were still in the video, you picked 105. If you're still in the video, I'll do a reading for you. I'm gonna do Sister Jamila before you though, because she picked the number 4, and I gotta do her reading. All right. So let me do you. Let me do you, Jamila, one time. All right. So Jamila, I want you to think about the situation at hand. Don't ask a question. Just think about whatever you got going on in your mind. Whatever that troubles your heart, whatever you feel is going on, I want you to think about it. Okay? I want you to think about it real quick. Thank you for everybody coming in the video. Please share. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you picked Zaru. Zaru. Reverse. Wow. Wow. You know it's so funny because Zaru is 12 in the in the codex. It takes the shape of number 12. But you pick Zaru. All right? I'm going to explain this. I'm going to explain Zaru to you. Just give me a second. If you have your book, the 141, thank you, Sister Dulcina. Hopefully y'all like the way I got the video set up. Like, hopefully y'all love the graphics. Y'all love the way I can express the Messiah Code to everyone. It does take time for me to set up the video like this. All right. It does take a little bit of time for me to set up the video and have the graphics just like this. But hopefully everyone appreciates it. I think it's a way for me to really express it. a little bit better. Thank you, Sister Jamila. You're doing great as well. All right. So the symbol you picked was this. Remember, you picked this Zaru reverse, Queen. You picked Zaru reverse. I'll read it to you, but it's verse 137 in your 141. If you go to verse 137, because remember, all the books are written in verse format. So you go to verse 137, you'll see it. All right. If you want to know where it's at. Okay. But it says this. It says, here we go. Events are more likely aspects of character. These interfere with growth and the new life process. You may feel discouraged at failing to take right action, but rather than being discouraged, what is called for here is diligence. What has taken place? What has taken place? With a question mark. In reference to your wants and your needs. Are you placing your wants before the needs of others? Strip away until you can identify the blocks to grow in this situation. Then penetrating gently imitates the wind. Excuse me. I'm gonna explain that. The elders require that you fertilize the ground again through correct preparation. Growth is assured. All right. So, wow. I want to explain that a little bit. Um, and I want to read it a little bit. Sure. Wow, that was deep. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you on this sense. When people ask me for readings, sometimes I don't give y'all good news. Sometimes I don't give all of y'all good news. I give y'all straight up news. I just give y'all straight news, yo. And sometimes it's hard for me to say it to certain people that I'm emotionally connected with in some sort of way. Just to tell y'all just news, okay? But let me tell you something. The elders told you, Sister Jamila, that you got to be like the wind, more or less, penetrating gently like the wind. All right? You don't have to have forceful action in a situation, but you must move like the wind in a sense. All right? And then the elder said require that you fertilize the ground once again through correct preparation. Through correct preparation, yo. And that can apply in many ways. You know that. You know that can apply in so many ways. All right. But it's like interference. Remember what it said, interference? It says events are more likely aspects of your character. These interfere with growth and the new life process. All right. So definitely it's change coming, but you know what else is coming for you, sis? Growth. You know the hottest thing about the number that you picked with the number 4? Guess what? You picked the number 4, right? But when we drew from the 141, it came out as Zaru. But also this, let me tell you something. Let me tell you the spirit of that number 4 that you picked. Regardless of anything, it represents successful outcome. That means you're going to have a successful outcome. For what is talked about in here, you're going to have a successful outcome. You just have to embrace it. You have to embrace it. Now, Zaru, remember, Zaru is the birch tree. Zaru is the birch tree. One significant thing about the birch, remember that. One significant thing about the birch tree, what is it? It sheds its skin. It sheds its skin like a freaking, it sheds its shell. It comes out of its shell and come into a new tree. Go look at that. Like the trees that be the bark, go try to write in a birch tree. You try to write on a birch tree, you come back a year later, you want to see what you wrote in the birch tree not there because it shed its skin and got rid of it. Y'all know the trees I'm talking about, right? All right. And then what's so significant about the birch? A lot of the birches, they how they grow up. If I'm not mistaken, I do some. Man, it's the birch tree, man. They call the birch tree the great tree of resurrection, the phoenix tree, the tree that resurrects from its ashes, its own ashes. In a sense, like a lot of the birch trees, you'll see them. They grow into the ground and they come back out of the ground and sprout. And you don't even know which tree is the root tree because a lot of the branches they grow into the ground, and as they grow into the ground, they come and spring up out of the ground as a new tree, and they take root in the ground. Isn't that deep? Isn't that deep? Thus describes the personality of what you're going through. Thus describing the personality of what you're going through at right now. But you're going to get through it. I know you're going to get through it. But I'm going to tell you, yo, that's why this 90-day water fast is going to be the right choice. Let me tell you something. If you don't have this book right here, man, look out for the cookout, man. Please look out for the cookout. If you don't got this book, I'll send it to you. But you should have this book in preparation. Everyone, especially everyone that's going through health issues, health problems, everyone should have this book right here in preparation for the 90-day water fast, yo. If you do not have this book, let me know. Say, I don't have this book. And if you do have this book, yo, you said I need this book. All right. Make sure that you email. I know you on the email list, Jamila, but make sure that you email the movement and say I don't have the 90-day water fast book. And I'll make sure that we get it to you. All right. But this book is for health reasons, man. Spiritual reasons, man. This book is for us to get on point, for us to get ourselves on point. And this help you become the new version of yourself. The new version that's waiting to come out. That's like the birch tree. Just like the birch tree shedding its skin, guess what? The new you wants to come out as well. And this book right here, this 90-day water fast book, will help you do that. It's designed to help each and every one of us do it. All right. And I love the way it breaks down some stuff. Like, of course, it talks about the body of the Messiah. Of course, it talks about the body of the Messiah. But what it also my fault. I gotta pull it up. That's just the cover of the book. It talks about the disciplines of the 90-day water fast, the 90-day water cleansing. Excuse me. 90-day water fast / cleansing. Uh, yeah, I pull it up. I'm gonna pull that book up on a later time, so I can break this. I'm gonna designate an actual build for the 90-day water cleanse. I don't want to get veer off too far from the 12, 11, 12. But it's 12, 12 now. If you look at it, it's 12 in the Gregorian calendar, 12, 12, 21. There it goes again. There go your palindrome numbers again, playing with you again. There go the numbers playing with you again. That's deep. But this goes to show you that we actually live in special times. We actually the time and space that we live in is very special. That just goes to show you. All right. These times are very special. Y'all, sometimes I think people underestimate how special these times are. How special this moment is. There will never be a 12, 12, 21 again. And never be that. It's never going to be that. The way these numbers are lined up, it's never going to be that ever again. So that's important just to know. Okay. Who else got a number to pick? I know Sai was in here from the YouTube. I don't know if Sai is still in here, but if you anybody else can pick a number, I got you. Pick a number. We're gonna do this. I'll do one more number. How about that? Sister Jamila, definitely focus on the little things, Queen. Just focus on the little things. Everything will come into fruition the way you want it. Just focus on the little things. Please. That's the only thing I can tell you. All right? Focus on the little things. Putting little things in order, and everything else will come. All right? But we coming into a new cycle. I want everybody to be healthy, man. I want everybody to be feeling good. I want everybody feeling good. I'll do one more number. Palindrome readings. Now, palindrome readings. Why do you say palindrome readings? Because we doing frontwards and backwards and forwards. All right. So if you pick the number 12, I'll pick 21. All right. Thank you, my queen. You picked 25. You picked 25. Which is the number 52, or 2 times 5. All right. How many weeks in a year? What, 52 or 55 weeks in a year? I know it has something to do with that. Okay. So I'm gonna pick the 25th card. I got you. Thank you. Let's go. One. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Whoa. Wow. Wow, Zola. You picked you said, man, I don't see nothing on there. I don't see nothing on there. You picked card or the only card that doesn't have a symbol on it. Woo 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 woo. It's out 41 cards. There's only one card that doesn't have a symbol on it. Out of 41 cards, it's only one card that doesn't have a symbol on it. Yeah. The calendar year consists of 52 weeks. That's deep. I'm going to bust you up. What's the 25th letter of the alphabet? The 25th letter of the alphabet is Y, right? I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna spook you out right here. I might spook you out right now because no, it's just funny. It's just funny because how things connect up. You pick the number 25, 52 weeks in a year. Let me make sure I want to Google that. It better not be 52 weeks in a year. But the letter Y, what does it stand for in the codex? What does the letter Y stands for in the codex? It stands for year or year. It stands for year. You pick 25, right? It stands for year or yoke. When you go into the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, let me make sure it's 52. I know I ain't tripping, yo. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. Let me make sure I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping. I know I'm not tripping. I know I was not tripping. That's in the Gregorian year. Yeah. A solar year, not or whatever. A solar. I ain't gonna call it a Gregorian year. It's just a solar cycle, right? You pick the number 25. You pick the number 25, and the codex, as you see, represents the yoke or the year. And the sacred egg is the creation manifesting one's own destiny. I hope you listening. I hope you really listening because what it says right here in the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, it says the sacred egg of creation manifesting one's own destiny. Now, when I go and read your reading, when I do your reading and I go up and I read the card that you pulled, look with the card that you pulled. Look how it connects up. Oh my goodness. There it is right there. It's called Kadar. All right, Kador. All right. Now Kador, I'll read this for you. And this is going to connect up with everybody as well, yo. Yo, this is deep. It says this. It says the unknowable destiny. Blank is the end and blank is the beginning. This is the symbol of total trust and should be taken as exciting evidence of your most intimate contact with your own true destiny, which time again and again rises like the phoenix from the ashes of what we call fate. The blank symbol can signify a death, but that death is usually symbolic and may relate to anything in your life as you are living it now. Living Giving up control is the ultimate challenge for the spiritual warrior. Here the unknowable informs you that It is in motion in your life, and in that blankness is held undiluted potential. At the same time, pregnant and empty, it comprehends the totality of being all that is to be actualized. Facing this symbol brings to surface our deepest fears. Will I fail? Will I be abandoned? Will it all be taken away? And yet, all our fertile dreams, all all our fertile dreams are held within that blankness. Willingness and permitting are what this symbol requires. For how can you exercise control over what is not yet informed? This symbol often calls for no less than an act of courage, than an empty handed leap into the void. Facing this symbol is a direct test of faith. On one sense, the blank symbol represents a path of fate or kadar, the sum total of what you have done and the same limits on what you are and will become. At the same time, this symbol teaches that the very depths of old fate shift and evolve as you shift and evolve. Nothing is predestined. There is nothing that cannot be avoided. And if indeed there are matters hidden by the masters, you need only to remember what beckons is the creative power of the unknown. Cool. Hopefully, hopefully that touched a couple people, and that touched you as well, Zola, and you can resonate with the message. But you notice that you picked the number 25, right? You picked the number 25, and when I went through the cards for this moment, I picked out Kador, all right, which represents literally it's the unknowable fate, all right? But this is undiluted potential. It actually represents. It really represents the undiluted potential that you have, all right? Because again, in this, when it breaks down, it says this. This is evidence of your most intimate contact with your own true destiny, which time again and again rises like the phoenix from the ashes of what we call fate. Like starting over, like you got a new class, Gary, happen, like you rising again from the ashes. Maybe, however you did in the other class, maybe you felt as though you can do better in this class. All right, those were the ashes, all right, that you're going to rise from. Okay, but this is undiluted potential in this, and that's what it is. It centers around your education, but it centers around your whole being as well. Okay, and if you notice when we read in the codex, the letter Y represents it represents um the yoke or the year, and this is dealing with your also your school. Think about it, your school being in the fact that a completion of a year. All right, so all these things are connected. Hopefully, you can heed the wisdom of the elders. All right, and utilize the information for your best choices. All right. So I'm gonna say this in conclusion to this video. Thank you for everybody that supports. Okay. This is a 1221 moment. Love and unity. When you see 12 and 21, I want y'all to focus on love and unity. All right? Focus on love and unity. That's what it's all about. All right? That's a great energy to really tap into at this moment. Love and unity. Okay? So, is there any other questions before I get off? Let me know. Hopefully, this was a good Saturday night um talk. You said my daughter's birthday is 12/21. Yeah, man. She's a messiah. She got the female messiah number. That's one of the female messiah numbers. She's a very special person. I really hope that you really guard her mind, yo. Really guard that little queen's mind. Really guard her mind. I'm gonna say that. Please guard her mind. That's the best thing you can do for her is to guard her mind. She's a messiah. It's gonna be many things that's gonna try to infiltrate her, yo. And you cannot allow that to happen. You cannot allow that to happen at all. I'm so serious. And for all our children are messiahs. All our children have are messiahs. I'm gonna just say that. We are all messiahs. But certain children, their birthdays and how they're born, they have a certain purpose to fulfill. For instance, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like all the stuff I showed y'all about 131, right? Sister Dulcina, you in here, right? Sister Jamila, you in here, right? Y'all in here with me. Just let me know if y'all in here with me. Because I'm going to ask y'all a question. All right? Birthdays are important. Yes, you here with me. Okay, cool. Birthdays are important, yo. Birthdays are important. If I was never born on January 31st, hear me out. If I was never born on January 31st, I would never knew anything about the 131. It wouldn't have sparked my mind. By me knowing, by me being born 131, it sparked my mind and my purpose. You hear me? It sparked my mind as well as my purpose. As you know what I mean? And then I realized it was connected to the Messiah. It was all connected to the Messiah. Even my name, Lamel. Like I realized what I was born for by my birthday alone, yo. I'm telling you, yo, what was so deep about, I'm gonna tell y'all the realest thing that really blew my mind. That blew my mind. I'm gonna tell y'all, and y'all say, yo, I'm telling y'all, just to know that this is real. It spooked me out at first, and I tried to run from it like Jonah. Like I tried to run from it. And I just kept on seeing this everywhere in anything in a lot of stuff. I kept on seeing it. I said, look, look, 131. 131 spells Lamel. 131 spells Lamel, yo. 1M1. Right? It spells Lamel. 131. 1M1. It spells Lamel. Like all this stuff was just crazy. You go into Luke. I mean, I can go, man. I'll do a whole build. I'm gonna do a whole build called the 131. How about that one day? And I'm gonna show y'all 31 different coincidences of this number. And throughout history, where history is calling to you, where it's really calling, that number is calling out to you. 131 is calling out to you. Like for real. as a sign and a symbol. That's why birthdays are important, or what we consider to be log dates. Your birthday is very important too, but I'm just telling you, that birthday is what sparked my mind. If I was never born on that day, I probably wouldn't know what I know. I'm telling you, I probably wouldn't know what I know. And through knowing that number, made me fulfill my purpose. Made me fulfill my purpose in life. For real. And I have changed many lives and have saved many lives, yo. Have saved many lives. All right. I wanna say this too before I get off, man. I wanna say something from the heart real quick. Let me see if I can pull this up. Excuse me. I wanna pull something up. And I wanna tell y'all some stuff. Some stuff that really saddens my heart. You know, I know we going through some stuff. Everybody, y'all going through some stuff, but it's a lot of people in the world going through some stuff as well, you know. A lot of people going through some stuff, man. And a lot of people. Sorry, I want to pull up something for y'all. Just give me 1 second. Um, recently, one of my good friends, man. One of my good friends, man. He was involved in a. He got killed by a hit and run, yo. He's one of my good friends, yo. I'm gonna just say this. I don't mean to say like some old sad stuff, but I wanna say I wanna give a moment for this brother. I just want to give a moment for my brother Ishmael, man. Like he was a good guy, man. I know we all got our stuff with us, man. Yeah, all right, cool. I wanna pay my respects to brother Ishmael real quick. Yeah, I was freaking sad, yo. This is freaking sad. This is freaking sad, man. All right. Um, but um, just 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up. All right, yo. This hurts my heart, yo. To share this with y'all, man. This really hurts my heart to share this with y'all, but man, brother Ishmael, man, R.I.P. Yo. I'm gonna do another R.I.P. for you, bro. I'm gonna do another R.I.P. for you, man. This is a freaking sad situation, man. This brother was involved in a hit and run, yo. See if I can pull him up. There he is, right here. Jamila Hassan L. Wise is actually posting something with him. All right, with brother Ishmael. Her name is Sister Jamila Hassan El Wise. All right, but you know, see if I can show some more pictures of brother Ishmael, yo. I want to pay my respect to this brother, yo. I really want to pay my respect to him, man. Yo, brother Ishmael, man. I love you, man. I love you, bro. I know life ain't what it is, bro, but it is what it is, man. Fucking hit and run, yo. Fucking hit and run, man. That's whack. It's totally whack. It's totally whack, yo. It's totally whack. But I want to pay my respects to you, bro. I really do. I really want to pay my respects and say thank you for the life that you gave, man. Thank you. Thank you for the life that you gave, bro. One thing I remember about brother Ishmael, man, is that every time he see me, man, he smile, yo. No matter what. When I saw this brother, yo, he always fucking smiled, man. When I saw him, yo, he smiled at me. It was always like that because he was a devoted Muslim brother. And me and him had difference of opinions or difference of how we stood in our spirituality and how we connected up. We just had a difference, yo. And but me and him, he was one of my chess rivals. Every time I see him, me and him play chess too. It's like we either play a chess game or we talking about some intellectual conversation. Or he's asking me pointers on his studio or some music, some situation, yo. But I'm gonna say, man, just giving a dedication to you and just shedding some love, man, bro. You was a real dude, yo. He got a hit and run in front of a freaking Royal Farms, yo. In front of a freaking Royal Farms, man. That's fucking dumb. Dumb, man. So fucking dumb. So dumb, yo. So dumb. He was trying to cross the fucking street, yo. So like, man, I know y'all going through some shit, but people going through some stuff too, yo. People going through things too, man. This man was just trying to cross the street, yo. And then what's so deep about it? The person that killed him, they don't got no conscience because they ain't even stop. Whatever it is, whatever stress it was, however they hit him and they hit him, yo, they ain't even stop and see if that man was okay. See if they could have saved that man's life. They just kept it fucking pushing. So I would say, man, I don't want to burden y'all with some bad news, man. And I don't want to say nothing to sadden nobody's heart. But I want to say, man, shout out to you, brother Ishmael, man. And you was a real dude, yo. You was a good guy, man. You was a real good person, yo. Despite what anybody thought about you, despite of any imperfections that you had, you was still a good brother, man. So I'm gonna say rest in paradise, man. Rest in paradise for real, man. For real. Rest in paradise. And that's all I want to say before I get off. I didn't want to start this off like this. That's the only reason why I waited to the last part of this video to do it. I didn't want to start this video off like this, man. But this shit, it really fucks with me, yo. It really messes with my head, yo. People don't value life, man. People don't value the life that you have, yo. People don't value it. It can be like it's not promised like that, yo. You think life is promised and you don't value the people that are around you, yo, like that. You don't value these people half of the time. You want to argue over petty shit. You want to focus on the dumbass petty shit. This man just walking across the street and got killed. And he's just a fucking strong brother, man. He's a strong brother, man. Walking across the fucking street, man. It's fucking stupid, man. It's fucking stupid. People argue over the pettiest things, and life is not promised. Nothing is promised to y'all, man. Not even the next breath. Value, if anything, I want to leave y'all with, I'm going to tell you, yo, value the time that you have with your loved ones, yo. Value the time that you have with people that you care about, yo. Value that, yo. Start acting like you really value it. And stop acting like an idiot all the fucking time, yo. Stop it. Start really valuing life, man. Really value it, yo. Stop acting like somebody owe you fucking something, man. Nobody owe you nothing. Value this life that you have. Cause like brother Ish, man, you could just be walking across the street and somebody hit your ass and keep it pushing after they fucking hit you, yo. That's it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say on here, yo. That's all I gotta say. Brother Ish, man. Man, you will be remembered, bro. You will be remembered, man. You'll be remembered, bro. Shout out to the family. I love y'all. 747 24/7, 361 degrees, man. 12 12 21, yo. Guess what? Love and unity, man. That's what this day is about. How about that, man? Love and unity. Show some fucking love and show some unity to somebody, yo. I don't care. Call somebody up and just tell them I love you, yo. Out of nowhere, just call them up, yo. If y'all can do any favor for me today, yo. If y'all can do any favor for me today, yo, it's freaking, yo, man. Is go call somebody up that you don't really fucking call like that, or that you don't bang with like that. And what you do is you call them up and you just tell them one thing: I love you. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Just call them up, yo. Just call them up, yo, and just tell them I love you, yo. That's all you gotta say. You don't gotta say nothing else. You don't gotta say whatever. They might say, well, what is this all about? Just tell them I love you, yo. That's it. I'm telling you, man. And that's the realness of what I'm telling y'all right now. Shout out to Brother Ish. Peace to everybody. Make sure y'all have a blessed night. a blessed day. Make sure y'all bless somebody, man. Like I said, just call somebody up. Tell them I love you. That'll be what's up, man. Just do that. I think that's what Ish. If anything, he would want me to tell y'all at this point. I think Brother Ish will want me to tell y'all to call somebody up and just tell them you love them, man. Because his life was taken from us unexpected. All right. R.I.P. to Brother Ish, man. But I love y'all, man. I want to give y'all some good energy for today. Just call somebody up. Send somebody a message. Just tell somebody I love you. If anything I can tell you, or what Brother Ish will want me to say to y'all tonight is because, like I tell you, man, every time I saw this brother, man, every time I saw Brother Ish, man, all he did was smile, yo. All he did was smile. He had nothing but smiles for me, man. Every conversation, every time he saw me, man, he was like, man, he's smiling. He'd be like, yo, what are we about to get into now, man? Like, it'd be like, that's why he smiled at me, because he'd be like, what kind of conversation we going to get into, man? Like, either we going to play chess, we are going to test each other's minds, man. So I'm going to say, y'all got to value life, man. A hit and run, man. This brother is in good health. He's just walking across the street, yo. He's just walking across the street. Somebody hit him, yo. And they kept it pushing. They kept it pushing. They didn't even check and see if this man was okay. So I'm telling you, man, nothing is promised. Nothing is promised. Value life. Value each other and value the love that we have for one another as well. If anything, Brother Ish would want me to tell y'all tonight. In light of his death, some of us are sacrificial lambs for just a reason. In light of his death, I'm going to say this. Value life, man, and value one another. If you can do anything today, today is a 12-12-21 moment. It's love and unity. Love and unity all around. Call somebody up, text somebody, just tell them I love you. 12-12-21. I love you. Do it for Brother Ish. Do it for anybody. All right. But I love y'all, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. It's actually 1:23 right now. Shout out to Sister Akshita Vita. It's 1:23 right now on the clock on the East Coast. Shout out. This was a hard one to express, man. I ain't gonna lie. This was a hard one to express. This was a hard one to express. A very hard one to express. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I'm gonna leave y'all with some good spirits, man. Brother Ishmael, yo, I know you smiling right now, man. Wherever you at, whatever plane of existence, I know you smiling, bro. I know you smiling and making a joke right now, bro. I'm gonna leave y'all with some good spirits, man. A real good spirit, yo. All right. I know you smiling, bro. Know you smiling, man. I'm smiling back at you, man. I'm trying to smile, man. Thank you. Thank you for everybody. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. All right. Hold y'all head. Peace.